you want, 'cause I want this shit too.
Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're tuning in. Today I'm going to show you how I got this high impact cut crease winged liner look. So keep watching if you want to see how I did this look. Today I'll be using the Melt Cosmetics Rust Stack, and I'm going to take the lightest color from that palette in Classic and apply that all over my lid, through my crease, and under my brow to start this look. I'm putting this layer down primarily to hold the rest of my shadow in place so that it does not crease while I do my makeup. The next shade that I'm going to be using is Antique, and I'm going to start applying that above the crease of my eye, working along the brow bone from the inner corner of my eye and curving it up towards the tip of my eyebrow to create a bit of a winged shape. The next shade that I'm taking is Rubbish, and I'm going to go over that same line on the brow bone above the crease to continue to darken it. Now I'm going to take the color Rust with a very fine tipped brush, and I'm going to draw more of a precise line through the center of the shadow that I've already put on. I'm going to follow right along in the middle of that line just to create a point of focus. Now I'm using concealer and a flat-tipped concealer brush just to clean up the line that I've drawn and give it a little bit more definition. I can also determine now where I want it to start and end by looking at that shadow. Now I'm taking the darkest shade from the Rust Stack, it's called Rot, and I'm using a pencil brush to apply that over top of the line that I've drawn. And again, I'm just using all of these colors to build up enough shadow and enough depth to create this look, because it's kind of a soft focus cut crease. So while you have a bit of the definition of a cut crease where you're seeing a distinct line from usually above the crease or the top of the crease and the lid, this time I'm going to fan it out a little bit more, make it a little bit softer. Now I'm coming back in with my concealer and my flat-tipped concealer brush, and I'm just cleaning that line up one more time. I made sure to blend the center of this line out really well. You'll see toward the edges it gets a little bit patchier, but I'm cleaning that up with concealer anyways, so I wasn't as worried. I'm also going to come back in with shadow. I'm using Rot again on that line with a fine flat-tipped brush just to deepen the line now that I've defined exactly where I want it to sit, and I have a really smooth layer on the bottom from blending out all of the other shadows in the palette. I'm just going to continue blending that until it looks smooth and even. Now I'm going to use Antique again, and I'm going to take that on a fine crease blending brush, and I'm going to bring that right above the line that I've defined, and I'm just going to start to blend that out to give it a bit of a shadow effect and to eliminate any harsh line that I might have left with the darker shade. taking Classic now on a fluffier shadow brush, and I'm applying that right below the line that I've created, all along my lid. I'm also going to use that shade, Classic, right underneath my brows to clean up the top of that line and add the final touch to that shadow effect on the cut crease line. Now I'm going to use tape, and I've stuck it to my hand just so that it's not as sticky as it can be. And I'm going to apply that at the outer corner of my eye, and this is going to help me get a really perfect winged liner. I'm comfortable doing wing liner without using the tape as a guideline, but I think it's a really handy trick to have in your back pocket, so I thought I would show you how I do it here. And I'm going to take Rot on a fine tipped brush once again, and I'm going to start to create some depth at the outer corner of my eye and create that winged liner effect. I'm just going to keep building up the color until I get a nice base, and then I'm actually going to go over top of this with eyeliner. Now I'm going to go over top of that line with a drugstore black eyeliner pencil. I'm using this one because it's very soft and easy to blend. I'm going to apply that above the lash line. I'm going to tight line with that. And then I'm also going to apply it to the bottom of my eye, right along my waterline. Typically I don't like to use a soft eyeliner pencil as I find that it transfers, but since I'm putting it under my eye for this look anyways, that doesn't matter as much. And now I'm just going to blend that out with a fine flat tip brush. Once that's done, I'm going to take some concealer and clean up those lines under my eyes using my beauty blender, just getting rid of any little smudges or excess color from the eyeliner and any fallout from the shadow, although I do find that there's very little fallout with the Melt Cosmetics Rust Stack. I haven't used any of their other shadows, but I love the neutrals in this palette. And now that I'm done my eye look, I'm going to go through and just touch up my skin, finish anything that I haven't done already. So I'm going to apply a little bit more concealer around my mouth, any areas where I want to do some color correction. And this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer in light medium. I believe that's the neutral shade. And I'm going to blend that out as well. The concealer that I'm using is just a little bit light for my skin tone. So I'm going over top of that with this darker color from Urban Decay, just so that I can get the right color for my skin currently. I do have a little bit of a sunless tan on in this video, so I'm kind of between shades. I'm going to curl my lashes. This is in preparation for false lashes, so I'm curling them first. I'm not wearing any mascara yet. Once I'm done curling, I'm going to apply my CoverGirl Supersizer Fiber Mascara, starting on the top of the lash and rolling down towards the tip, and then doing the same thing from the underside, lifting and curling the lash up as I apply. I'm going to do the same on both eyes before putting on my false lashes. I'm going to apply these full volume lashes from the Sephora and House of Lashes collection, which you can buy at Sephora in stores or online. I'm going to apply those to the center of the lid and then just pinch them together at the outer and then the inner corner. And I'm just going to make sure that I squeeze the false lash strip against my natural lashes so that I really get the curl that I want and I get them into the right position as that glue dries. So I've applied my false lashes on both sides, and now I'm going to go back in with my foundation. This is the Urban Decay foundation, the all-nighter, and I'm just going to apply that anywhere where I want to perfect my skin. And then I'll be blending that out with my Beauty Blender sponge. Now I'm going to be using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Matte Bronzer to apply my contour with a large fluffy brush. And I'm applying that just underneath my cheekbones into my hairline and then working up onto the cheekbone. To highlight, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Nicole Guerriero Glow Kit. I'm going to start with the shade Glow Getter. And I'm going to apply that to the apples of my cheeks, and then I'm going to take it up above the cheekbone. Next, I'm going to be mixing Forever Young and Forever Lit, and I'm going to take that up above my cheekbone as well, and I'm going to take that right to my winged liner. I'm also going to be placing that on my brow bone, right in my eyebrow. And finally, I'm going to take that highlighter down the bridge of my nose, onto the tip of my nose, and into my Cupid's bow. This is the finished look. I've paired it with a classic red lip. Let me know in the comments if you like this look or if there's something else that you'd like to see. And please like this video, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Thanks for watching.